Hey guys, Spencer with FASS EGR Solutions, and we're here today just to give you some installation tips and tricks. So right here I have one of our Power Stroke tubes, and in the installation manual you're going to see where we tell you to assemble the tubes onto the filter, but we want you to leave it loose so it can still rotate but doesn't misalign. And if you look at the flanges, you have, on the filter, you have a female V-band. There's a recess alignment area on the flange. And then on all the tubes, whether it's for a Ford or a Duramax, you'll have a male flange. And those are going to slide into each other and align the flange. But what we're wanting you to do on the vehicle, kind of do this with one hand, is put the clamp on and align the flange. So we're only wanting the tube to rotate. We're not wanting it to kick out or anything like that, because then you're going to have sealing issues. So once the two flanges are aligned, you can slide the clamp back over, and these are quick release. And what I normally do is just pinch them with 2 fingers, and that's enough to hold it. And you can get the T-bolt started and basically tighten it by hand. So this will allow you to still spin the filter, and we're not really looking to spin the filter, but as we tighten everything down, these tubes are going to move a little bit. So we just don't want anything in a bind, so we're just looking to have some movement while keeping the flanges aligned. And then you'll assemble both tubes to the vehicle, and you'll tighten everything down together so it kind of pulls everything at, one direction. We'll go out to our Power Stroke engine display and actually show installing both tubes and kind of what we're talking about, pulling everything together. All right, so we're back out here at our, this is our Power Stroke engine display. And it's a dummy engine, and we're gonna give you some more of those tips and tricks for the install. But what we're wanting to do is, when we start installing the tubes, we're wanting to leave everything loose. You can see this is wiggling around, this filter spins, and I had to uninstall it, so it was a little bit loose. But we're just wanting a little bit of movement for everything to line up. And it's really critical when you come to the remaining tube, whether, whichever kit it's for. Because if we were to tighten this down without having this aligned, you can see there's a gap in there. The filter's just not going to, it's not going to seal that way. So what we're going to do is install this, and again, I just like to pinch the clamps together and get the T-bolt started just by hand, nothing crazy. So we're still able to move this whole assembly around. And you'd have to pretend that all my gaskets were in here. And we'll put the 2 bolts in on this other flange. And I'm just going to snug these up. There's still a gap in between the manifold and the tube. We can still move this around. And then we're just going to alternately tighten each one. And then we can come over to the V-bands, snug these up. And then we can go back and tighten all these to the correct torque. And it's actually going to pull everything in place. We have misalignment built into the flange holes. All the kits, they have a flex bellow. That's going to help with a couple things, but it will also allow these tubes to move freely and get everything sealed up. And I'm just going back and forth on these 2 bolts. Those are snugged up. And then again, just going back to the V-bands, and these I'll torque the final spec and just alternate. That's going to save you a lot of headache, having to pull it back apart because you smell some exhaust fumes, but it's not overly complicated. You just got to make sure that you get these flanges lined up, the filter still rotates, and they just kind of suck everything together. With that being said, we're always here to help, so if you have any questions, we have a full staff of customer service members that are more than willing to help you.